The give to the tailback. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley. Time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch. It's Dugan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Shakes off the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments with wide-out level noise. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Syracuse right back at it. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. And It feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's a reverse. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain. Syracuse right back at it.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. News, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Butler. Working the middle. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Fast completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Extending the play. He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride of the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Yates. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Butler. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Holds and fires complete to the right. Still running at the 40. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel. They had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. They're going to run it to the right. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run play action. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
he'll need to push it downfield. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You're set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Back to pass, it's Butler. Pulls it in, it's Griffin. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Griffin. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. To the ground with the back. Running into the open space. There he goes. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the ground. He's got it again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Syracuse right back at it.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The give to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. This is a designed run. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock it down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire...
There he goes. He's at the touchdown orange. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Butler. Zings it complete to the right. He's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They just keep firing. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Butler. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Breaks into the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to let it go. Snags it on the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skilled players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Across the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Butler. Makes the grab on the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
3:25.
Looking for room. It's Yates. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The running back has it. fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Finds the big tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Syracuse lines up on third and short. Calls his own number. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Syracuse looking for the fourth down conversion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Syracuse looking for the fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Syracuse looking for the fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's caught! Touchdown, Syracuse! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Butler. Looking deep. He's got it on the outside. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Kept it, and he's past the marker. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Using his feet. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. Crosses to 35. And he's still running after the move. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Up-tempo for the offense.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
A run for the quarterback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Syracuse right back at it. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, they can also drain the clock. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He's in open space downfield.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Fires to the big fella. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw, it's Butler. Fires to the right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. He might want another play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. He's got an open man. Off and running. The 20. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Orange. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 29 over TCU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Starting to feel a little pressure. At the 35, he's open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Gives it on the option. There he goes. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Grab behind the line. It's Yates. He gets the two-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
Yeah, salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hand. Good, it's a fumble.